All right, what's up? This is the Locker Room Podcast. I'm Tyson,
I'm Noah.
and we're starting out this. This is the beginning of hopefully something good.
Talking about all sports here. Football's gonna be the main thing we talk about. We got basketball, baseball, golf,
UFC.
UFC, anything you could want.
We,
Any
we,
sport you
we might
imagine.
dabble in some World Cup. We're gonna have a bunch of special guests on, a bunch of our friends on here.
College ball, all that.
Yeah, we got everything on here. We're gonna have a bunch of different stuff. There will be an NFL segment every episode. That's gonna be the main thing. Every episode that you watch, there will be NFL in.
Yeah.
Every single one. But let's get into it. First topic we have today, we're gonna talk about obviously some of the biggest news in the NFL is the AJ Brown going to the Patriots. Personally, I think we've all seen this coming.
All been expecting it.
Yeah.
It's been in rumor since free agency opened up, since season pretty much the new league year started.
I mean, this was about to happen. We knew this was gonna happen. I didn't know if he was actually gonna get traded on June 1st, but he literally got traded on June 1st. Yep. I didn't know if that was down to happen, but they did it perfectly. Now, who do you think won the trade?
Who do I think won the trade? The Patriots, they gave up a 2027 fifth and a 2028 first.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly like it for both teams, just considering the fact that the Patriots didn't have to give up their 2027 first, which we all know is going to be stacked draft class coming next year. So
how they found a way to get away with that is.
I know I do have to give them props for that.
Uh-huh.
So I'd say it's a pretty even trade, but the impact of it, like what type of impact do you think this is gonna have? How much better does this make the Patriots?
Patriots are gonna be. I have the Patriots going very far this year. Honestly, little sneak peek to later, but I think the Patriots are gonna be really good. I think that they went to the Super Bowl last year. I know everyone's talking about their schedule, playoffs, whatever. They still had to make it to the Super Bowl and go get there. I don't like the Patriots. I hate the Patriots. I'm a Jets fan, but AJ Brown is so much better than Stephon Diggs. I don't know if people are really realizing this. AJ Brown had a down year last year. Still 1,000 yards. He still had over 1,000 yards last year.
I mean, yeah, if you're the Patriots, you go out, you realize kind of the offensive struggles you had last year, especially having to play against a defense like the Seahawks defense. I mean, some of your guys out there, I mean, Diggs had probably 4 catches for like 30 yards in the Super Bowl.
They got locked.
They shut him down.
Yeah.
You go out, you go get Romeo Doubs as your 2. You go trade for AJ Brown as your 1, and I mean you already help out Drake May. That's a massive step here.
Now listen, I'm a huge fan of Stephon Diggs. I hate Stephon Diggs.
No shade to Diggs.
I hate Diggs actually. I hate Diggs because he was a Patriot and Bill, and he's been terrorizing the AFC. But I think he's a great player. I think he still got it. But the difference between him and AJ Brown, and that was why they lacked, I think, in the Seahawks game. They didn't have a true offensive weapon star. Drake May can't do it all. He's your weapon. Yeah. He's your star, but you have to help him, and that Seahawks defense totally showed why they're a better team.
When your O-line is getting pressure like that, I mean, constantly throughout the game, you don't have guys that can beat Devon Witherspoon off a break like that. I mean, you need a guy who could beat man coverage like that. AJ Brown is that guy. Big body, physical guy. He's tall. He could go up there and get it. I still think he's one of the best at making contested catches in the entire league. He's fantastic at it.
I mean, everyone talks about how rough AJ Brown was last year, but the year before in 2024, he had 67 catches, 1,079 yards, and hold on, where are touchdowns on here? All right, but he had 1,079 yards, and then in 2025 he had 78 catches for 1,003 yards. So he had 11 more catches and 76 less yards. That's not that much of a difference. That's not that much of a digression. He's still 1,000. I think it's because of the alleged off the field issues, and I believe that AJ Brown wanted his way out.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of admitted himself, like him and Jalen, like, their relationship fell through. I mean, it just wasn't working there anymore.
Yeah. No, and the Eagles, honestly, I understand. I think the Eagles did well in this trade. I don't think they won it. I think the Patriots won the trade because I think that highly of AJ Brown. But they got a first round pick for a guy who didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
It's what you had to do. It's similar to what the Jets did last year trading Quinnen. A lot of people don't know, but Quinnen actually requested a trade, and they got a first round pick for a guy who didn't want to be there.
Exactly.
I mean, it's just the good play by Howie Roseman getting a first round pick, and they still have Devontae Smith. They have Mekhi Lemon.
You got Mekhi Lemon too.
I think the Eagles won't miss a beat. I think they're going to be just as good as they were last year.
Yeah, actually, I think.
I don't think they're a Super Bowl roster this year, but
I do think they lost some key pieces though in the secondary. Like Reed Blankenship is still a big loss there, but I agree. I think Devonta Smith is going to perform fantastically. Honestly,
yeah, no, he's a good player. I like him a lot. I do think he's a number one caliber. Like he could be a number one for sure, and it's just I think AJ Brown will be a loss to them, but not a big enough. I think it'll be like a Tyreek Hill loss to the Chiefs. Like the Chiefs were still just as good that year. After
better that year.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna get better because they don't have a coach like Andy Reid. But
yeah.
Did you see you saw AJ Brown posted the AI picture of him in the Patriots jersey?
Oh yeah. I did see that.
I mean that's part of the funniest thing I think I've ever seen in my life.
He was like ready to be a Patriot. Like you saw there's a clip. He was like, which we'll call it. He had a Patriots while he was on the Eagles. He had just a Patriots rug just laying in the middle of his house though. Like he was ready.
He grew up a Patriots fan. I understand it, but like
no, for sure.
Yeah, he wanted to be drafted by them. I get that. I think he's gonna be great with Vrabel. Vrabel is who brought him up. It's who brought him up.
Perfect reunion right there.
And McDaniels is a really good.
Honestly, I don't think this trade happens if Vrabel's not the head coach.
No, Vrabel was pushing for him.
100%.
Vrabel was definitely pushing for him. But yeah, I just think it's a match made in heaven for the Patriots. I give the Patriots, if I had to grade each side, I'd give the Patriots an A. You hit your biggest need. You gave one of the best quarterbacks in the league, one of the best receivers in the league, and for a decent price. I mean, you didn't totally overpay. A first round pick's a first round pick, but like you said, it wasn't in the best class. Like next year's class is looking generational.
I'm so excited.
But and then also you have Drake May still on a rookie contract.
Yeah.
You're bad. They're bad to extend him. He's about to make a boatload of money.
Oh my gosh.
It's like 2 years from now, he's gonna be making a crazy amount of money.
It's gonna be like 65.
Having a quarterback on a rookie deal though is the best flex you could say, because a quarterback that good on a rookie deal is incredible. Having Daniels on a rookie deal, having Williams, like all these guys on rookie deals, these teams are set up so much better now to pay. They could pay for AJ right now because they still have their franchise quarterback on a rookie deal. And letting go of Diggs. Imagine if Diggs didn't have this problem that he's like, he was actually innocent.
Wow.
But
yeah. No, I know he was.
I mean, but if Diggs
I think he'd love to go back to the Patriots. To be honest, I just don't think they want him.
No, they don't. But if Diggs was a 2 on a team, that's insane. Gross. That's insane. It's a lot. I mean, if I had to give the Eagles now 1 a grade, I'd probably give them a B- because I feel like you got rid of a guy and still got a first round pick out of. Like I've stated, he didn't want to be there. The Mekhi Lemon pick was incredible. He shouldn't have been there.
Absolutely. Oh my god, he should. I mean, I understand. I understand some point of views from like the Dolphins need to get some extra protection. The Rams, Ty Simpson. I mean, Mekhi Lemon's there, man.
I know. Yeah, we're not gonna talk about the Jets taking the tight end over him. We all know my stance on that.
Oh, you're livid. I've walked right out of Buffalo Wild Wings at that point.
I was calm.
That was hilarious.
I kept my composure. Do you have that on video?
I might.
I think Gabe does too.
So somebody has it on video. Oh my, it was.
We could put the video up.
It was funny.
I mean, before the draft, I go, Jets, you got to get Mekhi Lemon. If he's there, get Mekhi Lemon. And I'm like, I don't think he's gonna be there, but if he's there, you got to take him, right?
Yeah, I mean,
he was there. I'm jumping up and I'm like celebrating, right? And I hear Kenyon Sadiq. I'm like,
Kenyon Sadiq's still a great player.
Yeah, but if you're a Jets fan, you want Bowers or Warren. I mean, I wanted Bowers 2 years ago. We took Fasano. I love Fasano, but I'm a Penn State fan. But Brock Bowers is right there. Well, what do you know? Brock Bowers does all this. Last year I wanted Tyler Warren. I'm actually happy we got Membu now, but
Membu's gross.
Tyler Warren is good though. I'm also a Penn State fan, so I'm so biased on that side. But I also don't think Darren Muji wanted to go back-to-back Penn State first rounders. But yeah, I think both teams are gonna make the playoffs. I think both these teams are gonna be very dominant next year. I really don't think the impact will be as big as some people are thinking. A trade that, well, a bigger impact is coming up soon. But
yeah.
In the meantime, let's bring up. Let's talk about the Josh Jacobs incident.
Oh, brother, Josh Jacobs. What?
Yeah. So what do you personally think the Packers are going to do? Do you think they're going to keep him, or do you think he's out the door?
I saw recent footage of him back at training facilities in practice. I think they're going to move along with it. I think it is going to be one of the incidents that, I don't know, you kind of throw it down the drain. It may not be the one that the public forgets, but as an organization, you're going to want to try and move past this. It's just, it's unfortunate. Like, this stuff happens too much.
Yeah, no, it does. And it's interesting because you see some cases where it happens and then the players cut. Like, Kareem Hunt cut.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt's a perfect example of this.
Ray Rice cut. Yep. Both of them did similar things. But I'm thinking of other examples. Josh Jacobs, he hasn't. I feel like if he was going to be cut, he would have already been cut.
100%.
And Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon was a Bengal after the incident where.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
Yes, he was a Bengal. He got drafted, or it was a few years after he got drafted, I think, and he absolutely socked growth. Go look it up if you want to see it. I don't recommend that. But he was still on the team. Like, how this happened so much. I mean, Deshaun Watson still has a job in the NFL, but so how this happens so much is crazy. But on the NFL side of it, if you're the Packers, you can't let this guy go.
No, I mean it's
Josh Jacobs. You want to hear the name of available NFL running back?
Yeah, we can't forget Josh Jacobs is still a few years removed from being the rushing yard leader in the league.
Oh, that year, what was that, 2-2?
Yeah, 22. He had like 1,600 yards.
That year was awesome.
Fantastic.
Yeah, no, he's still.
And yeah, he's still good.
I believe you could argue he's a top 10 running back.
I think.
I think he's a top 10 running back. I don't think I can name 10 better than him.
Could I name 10 better? Bijan, Jameer, Christian, JT. It also depends the type of guys you prefer. Like, I don't know if would you still have Saquon Henry over Josh Jacobs?
I'd have Saquon and Henry over him.
Okay.
For sure.
H-Chan's better. That's 7. You got K9. Would you prefer K9 over Jacobs?
No. I'm
Kyron?
taking Jacobs. That's those two are even.
Oh,
I can see
James Cook is better too than Josh
James
Jacobs.
Cook's better.
So yeah,
around
he's around the 9 to 10 range. I'd say.
And they're still paying him a lot of money, and he's still a huge asset to the. People don't understand. He scores so many touchdowns for that team. He's such a goal line back for that team. But he is. I'm bringing up the running backs now, so he is definitely the best option. I think honestly,
unless they want to go, who's out there still? I mean, speaking of Kareem Hunt is a free agent right now.
Joe Mixon, Najee Harris, Austin Eckler, Antonio Gibson, Nick Chubb, Dare Ogunbowale,
wow,
Raheem Mostert, Kareem Hunt, Alexander Madison, Miles Sanders, Jeremy McNichols. The names go on. Zamir White.
Oh my gosh.
Cam Akers. I mean,
oh my gosh.
I would genuinely rather.
All these guys.
I think I'd rather have Emmanuel Wilson over all these names.
Depends who you prefer.
Joe Mixon just came off the most bad foot injury. Najee Harris blew his eye out.
I haven't heard from Joe Mixon in ages.
No one has. Where is he gone? Where is Joe Mixon gone? I didn't even know he was a free agent. I thought he was still on the roster.
Me too.
But he broke his foot like 2 years ago, and he was supposed to be back last year. Supposed to be out for like 4 weeks. He had missed the whole season. He was good when he played last.
He was good. He was great for the Texans.
He's a really good
great
back.
support in that running game.
He's a really good back. So now to add on, they could trade for a guy Any trade targets you can think of? Like I've heard James Conner.
You brought
I've
up
heard James Conner
earlier. I like that.
That's probably because, like, think about it, the Cardinals have Jeremiah Love, Tyler Algier, and James Conner. They don't need all three, and they still have Trey Benson.
Yeah, they do. They have a really stacked RB room. You also look at like James Conner's injury history too, and you have to take that into consideration. That
for the Packers side, you mean?
Yeah. You might not want to.
No. I honestly, if they were
6 weeks,
if the Packers were to trade for somebody, Conner makes sense, but I just don't see a way the Cardinals. I think Conner could be the move. By the way, I don't see a way the Cardinals are justifying paying that much money for a running back.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's third? Who's gonna be third? Like for a running back, who's gonna be your third guy, your RB3? You want him on a rookie deal, maybe of that minimum. You don't want to be paying him like an average salary.
James Conner's RB3. That doesn't sound right.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like I'd probably take Algier in 26 over him.
One bright spot of the Cardinals, bro.
Pretty much. I mean, yeah. I mean, I saw the Cardinals going 11-6 like last year, but
that was
that might be my worst prediction of all. No, actually, my worst prediction of all time was when I said Trey Lance is going to win MVP. I have a video.
When was this?
This was before. This was the year after. Like this was Jimmy Garoppolo's last year with them.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so Trey Lance was supposed to be the starter, and then he got injured week 2.
Yeah. God, that's actually terrible.
I said Devin White was going to win Defensive Player of the Year that same year, I think, or 2 years or a year before that. I've had some bad takes. I said Jalen Rager was going to be good. I mean, I'm just listing off my bad takes. I have good takes, I swear. But yeah, no, Josh Jacobs, I think will stay there. I don't think the Packers could justify letting a top 10 running back go.
No.
I mean, I understand what the public is going to say. I just think he would have already been gone by now. There's no way they would have kept him around this long.
No, he wouldn't have stepped foot back in that facility.
Think about it. As soon as these rumors came out, which were like the same rumors we heard about Josh Jacobs.
Gone out of there.
He was cut like right after I heard the news. So yeah, honestly, I do see the Packers offense moving with Josh Jacobs forward.
For sure.
I feel like the offense they don't have much targets around.
No, they don't.
They did just pay Christian Watson a bunch of money, but we'll see.
That'll be discussed at a later date.
But I think Josh Jacobs will be a Packer next year.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, so next segment we're gonna have is we're gonna be talking about the top 10 players from last year's class, the top 10 drafted players.
And kind of what we expect from them coming into this next year, our expectations, how well we think they're going to perform in.
Yeah. All right, let's start off with Cam Ward. What are you thinking for Cam Ward?
I'm thinking, as a Titans front office, you're looking kind of what went wrong with last year. I mean, I don't think they were going to be able to compete in the first place even after drafting Cam Ward first overall last year. I mean, you go out, you get Cam Ward some targets, you draft Carnell Tate, you sign Wan'Dale Robinson. I like both those receivers too. You have Pollard in the running back room. You got him people that can support him here. I mean, I think Cam Ward's still a great player, honestly. I do. I love his college tape. I loved Cam Ward coming out of Miami. I think he has a better season than last year, definitely. But the Titans, the team is just not built to make the playoffs yet this year. I do think he takes that next step. I think he limits turnovers here. I think these new receivers help him out a lot. I mean, they can beat man coverage. Carnell Tate's great at that. He's good at going on the outside, getting upfield. I think these are like the types of people they need to help Cam Ward evolve and take that next step into what he's going to be.
Yeah, this offseason, the Titans really did what they had to do. I feel like they got guys around him. They got Nick Singleton in the draft late. I love that pick. He's a great receiving back. They got Brian Dable, who's a great OC. He worked well with Dart. He made Daniel Jones look like a competent quarterback for a decent amount.
That's true.
Yeah, he didn't get fired last year, right? Dable finished the whole year last year. Yeah, I think Dable coached the whole year.
Hmm.
Like he didn't get fired mid-season, right?
No, he did.
He did get fired mid-season.
Yeah.
That's okay. Okay. But he worked with Dart last year. He made Daniel Jones look all right.
He was the reason they drafted Dart too.
Yeah.
He set the Giants up.
Like you said, Carnell Tate. I really liked Carnell Tate. Do I think he was the best receiver to take at 4 or best pick at 4? No, they probably could have traded. They probably could have traded back with the Chiefs or something or whoever, and they could have got somebody. But I still think Carnell Tate's a great receiver. I think he's if you name me an Ohio State receiver that's bad, I think it would take you some time to really think about an Ohio State receiver that's bad in the NFL. They don't miss really, but he's gonna be good. They still have Calvin Ridley. A lot of people forget about Calvin Ridley. I'm a Calvin Ridley stan. I know he's older, but I love Calvin Ridley. I'm a believer. I think he's just getting up there in age.
He's still a very polished route runner. I will say about Calvin Ridley. That's always stood out.
Calvin Ridley.
Are great.
I want to see Ward with the full season of Calvin Ridley. Last year he had 3,169 yards, 15 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. Not bad for a rookie. I've seen so much worse stuff from rookie. Only 7 interceptions from a rookie with that little help. He arguably had one of the worst head coaches I've ever seen, Brian Callahan. He's up there with Adam Gase's, Hugh Jackson's. Thank God they fired him. I love when he was under Mike McCoy, he was more of the same, but he's a rookie. You got to give him some time. I think he's going to improve this year.
100%.
You see these quarterbacks take sophomore slumps sometimes, but I think he's just I think he's improving. Like Dable's a great minded coach. Some people don't know he was the offensive coordinator when Josh Allen fully developed. I mean, he has helped a lot of people out, and he's a great offensive mind. They have targets around him. I just think Titans are gonna be better overall. I'm a huge Robert Saleh fan, but
yeah, no, I agree with all that. Move this to the second pick in last year's draft, Travis Hunter.
Yeah, Travis Hunter. I think Travis and he's gonna be DB full time, right?
I heard reports that they're looking to move him more to playing specifically cornerback more.
Yeah, and I still do think that they're going to have certain packages where he goes out.
100%. I mean, if the guy can do both, why not let him?
You have to let the guy.
That's why you drafted him at the 2.
You have to let the guy eat. Unfortunately, I wish we had a better viewpoint of what he was going to do. Like last year, he just got hurt. That's the unfortunate thing. I thought that he was going to play. Like if he played more, he would have done better.
I want to see a full season of Travis Hunter. I'm excited for that.
Me too. Unfortunately, I won't be able to draft him in fantasy now because he's gonna be a full-time CBI, I believe.
I know, right? Yeah.
But that guy's the kid's so talented. He's so good.
Yeah, the injury just derailed his season. I think building up to like the couple weeks before he got hurt, I think he was really starting to come into his own and like truly become like an NFL player. I mean, you saw him. I remember his fantastic game he had against the Chiefs in Week 5 of last year. Monday Night Football. That was truly the game where I saw Travis Hunter. Like, this is what he's capable of. Like at this level.
We can't forget Dude was a Heisman. He won the Heisman. Yeah. He's still got that talent. He's still got all of that in the tank, and he's just gonna if he could stay healthy, there aren't enough good corners around in the league. Like great corners in the league. Having a good CB1 is huge. Like some teams, like that's why the Rams went out and got Trent McDuffie this offseason. That's why teams are paying. They're paying.
Yeah, you have to.
You have to. Sauce Gardner 2 first-round picks from the Jets to the Colts, for example. Like Stingley is getting paid a lot of money. You just gotta have a good corner one because they're so J.C. Horn, they're so tough to find, and if Travis Hunter could really be that, which I believe he could be, then they're gonna be nasty. They're gonna be nasty. And the Jaguars made the playoffs, and they won the division. They almost won a game in the playoffs too.
They almost beat Josh Allen too.
Yeah, they almost beat Josh Allen in the playoffs. As a team without Travis Hunter,
right.
and a down season for Brian Thomas Jr. too, by the way.
Yeah,
like that team. That team I'm a little scared of. I despise Liam Cohen.
The Jaguars will be an interesting team next year. I think they do heavily rely on the development of Travis Hunter because they didn't really make a lot of changes in the offseason. I mean, they lost Devin Lloyd.
That's huge. huge
They
loss.
lost
And
ETN.
no, and
So,
that
I don't know.
defense,
We'll see.
that defense was awesome too last year. Like, so losing Lloyd might be a little issue, but they still have Trevon Walker. They still have Josh Allen. I think Trevon Walker's he's been really quietly like improving, and people aren't talking about enough. He's gonna get payday. Did he already get paid? I think he might have already got paid.
I think he did.
Yeah, but the Jaguars are they're gonna be nasty, and if Hunter could add to that defense, they still have Antonio Harrison at the safety position. They got a bunch of guys who could build. I don't like Liam Cohen, but he's a good coach. Luckily, we get to see that Robert Saleh versus Liam Cohen twice a year now, but I don't know. I think the Jaguars are gonna be good. I think they're gonna make a push for the playoffs again. And if they have a healthy Travis Hunter, they're gonna be a scary team in the playoffs.
Definitely agree.
All right, third pick, Abdul Carter, most recently known for being a little bit of a little crybaby. I love Abdul Carter, but I mean, Abdul Carter might be my favorite college player I've ever seen. Him or Tyler Warren, but
I am expecting big things
Me
from
too.
Abdul
Me
Carter.
too.
I will say that you're drafted 3rd overall. Have a purpose. His edge tape is phenomenal.
Watching him at Penn State,
absolutely phenomenal.
Watching him at Penn State was a prize, and I knew whoever was going to get him was going to get somebody good. And I think he just got to put a little more in, and a little more to get there, and then he's
a must. I honestly, the numbers didn't show last year. You know, everybody always talked about he had 1.5 sacks on people last year. The pressures, everything else, the quarterback hits. Like, how much he still provided for the Giants defense last year, it's just completely glossed over.
No, if you just watch the guy, you could see it. Like, what a lot of people don't know, like a lot of people don't talk about, is how hard it is to get a sack in the NFL. Like, for example, you have to first get past your offensive lineman. I mean, that he's not real, okay? So you have to get through the line, you have to get to the quarterback, and the quarterback could throw the ball away pretty easily usually. If they have an eye on you, they could throw it away or run away from your chance our quarterback's faster than you. Like it is so tough to get a sack, and then there's other people that could block you, like a running back could step in and block you. It's so hard to get a sack, but pressures is what really is on the tape. If you watch in an NFL game how many people get pressures but fail to get a sack and force like an incompletion, or it's huge. Like that should be a stat that we look at more.
I'm Abdul Carter next year. I'm expecting like an 8+ sack season. Actually,
he can totally do it. He can totally 100%.
Do it. I mean, you saw Brian Burns on the other end. I mean,
Brian Burns is so good.
Brian Burns is very under. He had 16.5 sacks last year.
I mean,
yes, Myles Garrett had 23, of course. So everybody forgot the fact that Brian Burns still had a crazy season.
No, and
year.
I didn't even see that coming. But I think he'll definitely benefit from having a veteran
100%.
Who's very good still on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
But he will be able to exceed that and excel and get his talents that way.
Yeah.
All right. Number 4. Will Campbell.
So how do I honestly, I was thinking the draft order, and Will Campbell just right out of my mind. I'm not gonna lie.
So last year when I was doing the pre-draft process, I wanted Will Campbell in February for the Jets. I'm like, all right, this guy is looking good. All right. Come March, I see a little bit of tape, and I'm like, all right, who's this guy Armand Membu? He's being compared to Tristan Wirfs and Trent Williams with his build, and I'm like, and Will Campbell has short arms. That I said Armand Membu at the combine they said his physicals were matching up with Tristan Wirfs and Trent Williams. I'm like, if the Jets don't draft this guy, that would be a mistake. And I hope the Patriots make it easy on us by drafting Will Campbell. And what do you know? They did. And so far, I've been right. Will Campbell was absolutely atrocious this year.
I mean, yeah, I think Will Campbell last year was a very big letdown. I mean, guy gave a great speech when he got drafted. I mean, you're gonna go up there. I'm gonna fight and die for my quarterback. But you say that you have to live up to that.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just. You see, I remember watching clips of him in the AFC Championship game or the Super Bowl. Though I agree, those were both fantastic pass rushes they were playing. You can't go and you don't even kick you don't you're a pass pro, you don't even take a kick step, you fall, you try and
no, that made me laugh out loud.
I watched him do that.
Yeah.
I watched the replay of him try that on Nick Benito. I'm like, if you're not like confident to that degree that you cannot block him, you shouldn't be on the field.
No,
it's the AFC Championship, for crying out loud. You need to protect Drake. Like, oh, they are.
Yeah.
I will say, the Patriots are very lucky. Bo Nix
wasn't there, yeah.
broke his ankle.
No, I think that's topic we'll be talking about enough later. But I think that's why they drafted Caleb Williams. They drafted Caleb Williams, put him at tackle, so they could move Campbell to left guard. They have Elijah Tucker, who's going to be right guard. They have to. His arms are short.
AVT is great,
and it showed.
He's gonna be great. He's gonna be a great plugging guard for them.
I know, I know, but yeah, that was a great move for them. I love the AVT pickup for the Patriots. I think Campbell's gonna be good. I think Campbell's actually gonna improve at guard.
I think
he's a perfect guard.
Yes, he is.
I really think guard is gonna fit.
The arm length is like that. Always had me. Through the whole pre-draft process, I was like,
yeah.
I was never a fan of Will Campbell. I thought taking him in the top 10, I mean, especially over Membu, was definitely a mistake.
I said at the time, I was so happy that we got Membu, but if you wanna, I understand what you were saying about Nick Benito being a good defense, or being a good pass rusher, of course. Myles Garrett went up against Membu for some reps. No sacks allowed. He went up against, he went up against Will Campbell. He had 4.
I know
sacks.
that's what that's what you want to see out of your franchise tackle.
I know that Myles Garrett's Myles Garrett, but the performance that he's putting up against DeMarcus Lawrence, who's upper 30s.
Yeah, DeMarcus Lawrence, Derek Hall. I mean, as a collective, the Seahawks defense is fantastic, but I mean, these guys aren't standout pass rushers. I mean, if you're getting every damn third down, I mean, you're letting DeMarcus Lawrence, Derek Hall come off the edge, bulldoze you into the ground.
Yeah, who forced that fumble? Oh, was that Witherspoon who forced the fumble?
Yeah.
Yeah, Witherspoon forced a fumble. Like, I mean, that wasn't really. It was a corner blitz, but like, still, the Will Campbell didn't make Drake May's job any easier, and they used a top 5 pick on him. You have to have, if you're using this top 5 pick as a tackle,
you have to be
elite.
That,
you have to be elite. You have to be. And I know it's your rookie year. I'll give you a break. I don't think you draft a guard at number 4. That's a blunder. Patriots messed up bad.
I agree with that. I mean, you look at Will Campbell as the Patriots, and then you look towards the year, a year or two before that, and you look at the Chargers, who drafted Joe Alt at 5.
Right.
That is top 5 tackle talent.
No,
no disrespect to Will Campbell, but Joe Alt compared to Will Campbell,
and also Andrew Thomas, he was drafted 4th overall 5-6 years ago by the Giants. He had a slow rookie year, so I can give him a break, but they didn't move him to guard. Andrew Thomas just took some time to get there.
Andrew Thomas developed.
Yes,
and he's great.
He's very good, but Will Campbell, if he goes to guard, that's fine. You put him at guard. You use a top 5 pick on a guard. A top 5 pick on a guard who we don't even know if he's going to be good at guard because he hasn't played guard yet. And you can't be doing that as like that. That's a total blunder by the Patriots. I think Will Campbell will improve as a guard. He won't be a top 5 pick talent. To be a top 5 pick talent as a guard is Quentin Nelson. He's like he was number 6 too. He's like the only top guard prospect I've seen in my life.
Yeah.
And he's lived up to it. But all right, number 5, Mason Graham. Yeah. So now I was thinking about this. I was thinking he was gonna have a good year, like this upcoming year before Miles Garrett got
I mean,
traded.
yeah, I mean, if Miles Garrett's getting double teamed every play, and you get all these one on one opportunities in Mason Graham, you have to you have to try and take advantage of that. I didn't really hear a lot about Mason Graham over the
I
season.
no Mason Graham is a pretty quiet top five pick, really. I mean, last year he did 4 passes defended. He had 49 tackles, 7 TFLs. Just yeah,
Any
bunch
sacks,
looking.
forced fumbles.
No forced fumbles, no fumble recoveries. Played all 17 games at least. That's something you could say. Oh, he had half a sack, half a sack. I mean, you're a defensive tackle. I understand.
I mean, yeah, you're there.
He's
Stuff the run, take up space.
dude was just very forgettable. He was quiet. He didn't do anything to make me seem like he's a top five talent, and he was a top five talent at Michigan. He was a very,
He was a
very,
beast at
very good
Michigan.
player, and he could definitely improve, and he probably will improve. But not having Miles Garrett there anymore, I think it only will go like. I don't think people aren't going to fear Jared Verse as much as they fear Miles Garrett, which might suck for
No.
Mason Graham. But I do think he's going to be a good run stuffer. So overall, he'll improve, but I don't know to what extent. I don't know.
Yeah, well, Mason Graham's just a big question mark for me right
Super.
now. We'll be able to base a lot off of how his second year goes, for sure.
I don't think the Browns will be very good. I don't think.
The Browns are
I
gonna be
mean-
hot shit.
Yeah, the Browns.
It's the Browns.
Browns won't be very good, but I think Mason Graham could be. He could very well just explode this year and shut us both up.
He could be a shining light in a terrible situation. That's happened plenty of times before.
Think about it. Quinton
I,
Williams.
I would love for him to break out. I mean, I'm all for it. No Mason Graham hate from me.
Of course. Quinton Williams started out super slow with the Jets for the first 2 years, and then broke out, had an All Pro year. Chris Jones wasn't an immediate.
No, Chris Jones.
He wasn't an immediate
impact.
star. Jerron Payne, one of the best DTs in the league. He started out pretty strong, but then he took time to actually get to where he is. Like all these guys, Dexter Lawrence was started quiet. Like these guys aren't going to be immediate impacts. And,
No.
and if you are, you're just Jared Verse outlier. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, even Miles Garrett started out pretty slow.
He did.
Like, you got to give these guys time, and I will, because I watched enough Mason Graham in college where he terrorized Penn State, so he's gonna be good. All right, but then
All right.
next one, this is probably my favorite one to talk about.
Yeah, me too.
Ashton Genty.
I'm excited for Ashton Genty. I mean, I kind of despise the Raiders, but I love Ashton Genty.
I hate that Genty went there. I hate that he went there. I wanted to see him go to a team where he could actually show off his talent. Because last year he tried showing it off. He had a 3-touchdown game against the Bears. But dude's running behind offensive lines consistent of me and you.
Yeah,
Like-
they dead ass bought them. They bought those guys off Craigslist. I felt so bad for the guy. I mean, it took him till was the third game of the season to get his first touchdown or something. I remember I watch the clips of Ashton Genty's first game as a Raider, or his first carry as a Raider. Dude, he got stuffed in the backfield.
No, I know.
I
And-
think
that
I'm
was the season.
I'm like 30% of his runs. There was already a guy in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to display talent and produce for a team that has an O-line made up of IHOP server employees.
Of course,
I mean,
and last year it didn't help that his quarterback, I think, had Tourette syndrome. But
Geno Smith.
yeah, the quarterback play didn't help. No offensive weapons around him because Bowers got hurt,
Yeah, exactly.
and they
I mean,
they have
Your wide receiver one straight Tecker. I mean,
that was pretty brutal. And no, the wide receiver one now is Jalen Naylor though. Much better, right? Right. I don't know what the Raiders are doing. I don't. I mean, Mendoza's
Mendoza.
Mendoza.
Spot. I think it helps. I think it helps Genty. I think they benefit off each other.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I am expecting. I think the Raiders kind of saw, like, the type of talent they have in Nash Genty. Like, they really saw that, you know, this guy in college had one of the greatest running back seasons of all time in college. I mean,
Yeah,
and
I
he
mean,
could put that talent to use
yeah.
at the pro level.
Mm-hmm.
He can. We are. He's a really good receiving back. Fantastic at breaking tackles. I mean, like, fantastic at breaking tackles.
Exactly.
I mean, that's especially
Yeah.
you have to get the most out of this guy here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, and they have been trying to help. They paid an insane amount of money for standout center from the Ravens, Tyler Linderbaum. He is awesome. He's gonna be a great piece there for them. But and Genty will improve from having a guy in the A gap that could block and get there.
Definitely, it'll help those inside zones. He's going through the center and the guards. I mean, you got to get past the first level.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think for Genty, he's fantastic at breaking tackles, but I think he's the best at it once he could get past that first level.
Of course,
you've seen him.
Yeah,
He's obliterated linebackers and safeties.
Yeah, no, he is dangerous in the open space. He's got to get him the open space.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
I think he could be in store for maybe a 1K rushing or season next year.
For sure. I think that's what I would predict. I think he goes over 1,000 yards next year. All right.
He's that talent.
Armand Membu. Speaking of a bright spot on a bad team, my goodness.
Armand Membu is fantastic.
I'm so glad we drafted that guy. Honestly, he's incredible. He's the piece of the Jets were missing. They needed a franchise right tackle. They went out and got him. Last year's perfect. If he could replicate that at all this year, it's gonna be perfect again. And I haven't watched a Jets tackle in my life be as good as Membu has. I can't think back. I mean, I can't think back to a time where there's been a consistent good right tackle. We had George Fant for a year, but no, Membu was good. And a lot of people are gonna hate on the back-to-back tackle picks, but left tackle, right tackle, the future.
Hey, I mean that's arguably, after solidifying a franchise quarterback, I think that's arguably the second most important part of a team.
Right?
To have a functioning team, you need franchise tackles.
So underrated.
They're so important.
So underrated. Look at every good team. Like if you think about all the last Super Bowl winners, the Seahawks got over the hump by getting Gray Zabel and getting all these guys to get them over the hump, like Charles Cross, both first round picks, by the way, that won them a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The Chiefs, when they won a Super Bowl, I mean, they had Juwan Taylor, but they also had Trey Smith. They had Mitchell Schwartz all these years ago. Yeah, Creed Humphrey. Eric Fisher, first overall pick.
I love Eric Fisher.
Like these guys you need to shore up, and if the Jets are going to go anywhere in the right direction, which
you gotta start with the trenches. The Super Bowl teams are built in the trenches.
Their defense is still atrocious. They're going to suck this year. their defense is awful.
I mean, what do you expect from the
Jets? The Jets defense is absolutely atrocious.
And another season without an interception on the line.
If the Jets go another season with no interceptions, I don't know what I would do. That was torture.
It might be more like you won't have any turnovers. It won't even be a forced fumble.
they barely get. There was one time they got a forced fumble last year, like their first one, because they hit off somebody's foot or something. Like so it was a lock, bro. All right. Number 8 was McMillan, right?
Ted McMillan, and I just got to apologize.
Me too.
To you, Ted McMillan.
I was in the same.
I'm severely apologizing to you because, and I take all the blame for this. Take all the blame. We're sitting down, watching the draft, and they were talking about Ted McMillan, and I remember I looked at Tyson, and I was like, I don't like this guy. I truly believed that Ted was going to be a bust. And from the bottom of my heart, Ted McMillan, I am so sorry. Please forgive me. You proved me undoubtedly wrong. I said
this guy cannot beat man coverage. He cannot be a wide receiver one on any team. He would not succeed on the Panthers. And you did exactly that. So, all my flowers go out to you. I mean, it's Offensive Rookie of the Year for crying out loud.
Yeah. Me, I was in the same boat. However, I'm still skeptical on Ted McMillan. I think he's going to be a good receiver. Don't get me wrong. I don't know about great. It's probably going to backfire. I mean, it's probably going to be a horrible take. Ted McMillan, you have a beautiful build. Perfect build.
Yeah, I do. I agree with that. And honestly, I thought just because I wasn't a fan of his route running, his ability to create separation, but that build, it kind of cancels out.
Dude, the thing is, Panthers they didn't add many targets around him, so he should be the main focal point of the offense again. Dude was Offensive Rookie of the Year. Ted, I love you. You proved me wrong. I didn't think you were gonna be a bust, but I did not think you were gonna have 1,000 yards as a rookie year. I just don't know if you're gonna be a star in the league. I don't know if you can be a star in the league.
It takes a lot to be a star
I know,
receiver.
dude,
It all also depends on Bryce Young's play. I don't think the Panthers are going to improve like they did or anywhere from last year, but we'll talk about that later.
Honestly, Tet, I think Tet is going to be a good receiver. I think he's going to be consistently good. I think what he's going to amount to be is going to be Chris Godwin, a solid guy who stays around.
And there's nothing
wrong with it. Nothing.
Nothing.
But he better not be getting compared to like Drake London, Garrett Wilson. Olave is absolutely better than him. Drake London's better than him. We should do a segment on Ted McMillan versus the world. Ted McMillan versus whoever. I'll give a bunch of wide receiver ones, and I want to see where we rank him.
Right.
But I think he's the worst receiver one. Not anymore because Evans left, but Evans is better still too. I don't know. I like Ted. I think he's gonna do good. But I don't know if the Panthers' offense is gonna be functional this year. People love to talk about how the Panthers they scraped to the playoffs, 8 and 9. By the way,
an 8 and 9 team in the playoffs. I mean, in what sure, the Rams barely beat you. The Rams played like hot dog shit that game too, and they still won.
Jalen Coker, bro, I love Jalen Coker. Don't even get me started on Jalen Coker. He's about to be. Jalen Coker is one of the most underrated players in the league, and I love that people are giving him recognition because he continues to perform. But 9 was Kelvin Banks.
Kelvin Banks Jr. out of Texas going to the Saints.
Yeah, Kelvin Banks.
When I think of a number 9 overall pick, and I think of the redraft order after the season, and I look at where players should have gone to compare to whatever you could have said, whatever. I still think Kelvin Banks is the perfect place to go. 9 to the Saints.
I agree.
I think Kelvin Banks was exactly what he needed to be, exactly what the Saints needed him to be, and he was just. I think he was spot on. I didn't think he was phenomenal standout at his position, but I also didn't think he was bad in any sorts. He filled his role. They plugged him in. They drafted him for his exact reason to go out there, be a good tackle, and that's all. That's what he did.
He was a great use of a first-round pick. They got a good
solid
tackle at that pick. I think he will be. I think he's going to be a tackle for them for a while. If people were comparing him to Armand Membu, please stay off the weed. However, he was very good, and he impressed. I didn't know much about him out of Texas. He was one guy that I really didn't want the Jets to take. So, just because I wasn't interested in him, it wasn't anything bad. It's just I wasn't interested in him, and he's a solid player. I think he's gonna improve.
No,
I think he's gonna improve for sure.
He'll get better. I think he was just the spot on pick for them there.
Mm-hmm. I feel like they made the right decision. Yeah. All
Number
right.
10, we have
Colson Loveland.
Loveland, probably one of my shocks of the draft. I was very surprised that the Bears went with Colson Loveland there. I remember that. But I will say, Colson Loveland's fantastic, actually.
Nobody was shocked because he wasn't a good player. They were only shocked because of the spot he was taken in. Yeah. I had Loveland as a mid to late first, early second around great on him. Great player, but
Ben
he-
Johnson,
but-
small
but-
division.
Ben Johnson saw it. I just think Tyler Warren. I know Tyler Warren is better. First off, but Tyler Warren is my guy. But Loveland's great player. So athletic.
Great.
Fit-
he had a
fits
great
in-
rookie season.
Fits into that roster beautifully.
He's a perfect weapon for kids.
And I mean, for them also to be able to be willing to give up DJ Moore, you know that this young core, him, Burden, Rome's gotta
They
be.
believe in them.
They gotta be good. I love Commandant guy. That was one of my favorite picks last year. He lived up, and it well exceeded over the expectations. They still have Swift. I think Swift and Mononga are such an underrated duo. I think the Bears have the pieces again to run it back with the division.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Unfortunately, their schedule is. Have you seen their schedule?
Yeah, it's
Their
brutal.
schedule is bad, tough. But I mean, that's what you get as a first place team in the NFC. I mean, it's just what comes with it. But I really do enjoy Ben Johnson. I love Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
I wanted the Jets to get Ben Johnson. My dad wasn't fond of Ben Johnson, but Colson Loveland now he is
No, he's just gonna keep
yeah
getting better.
he's gonna keep getting better, and we saw it last year. That game against the Bengals, 3
Oh,
touchdowns.
3. Yeah, what? 150. He had like 10
yeah.
catches, 150
Game
yards, 3
clinching,
touchdowns.
game clinching touchdown.
I remember what that was.
That guy has some crazy
Yeah,
talent,
yes.
and I hate to say it. I knew he was gonna be good, but he went to Michigan, and dude was probably the best receiver on that Michigan team that won the Natty, and
Definitely.
he's I knew he was gonna be good when he went to the league, but that guy always destroyed Penn State, and he tore it apart, and he's gonna get better. I think him and Tyler Warren are gonna go back and forth, and Bowers obviously. I think Bowers is better than both.
Yes. Yeah.
I love Tyler
Bowers,
Warren,
all
but
world talent.
I mean Bowers is just otherworldly. But I think those two, along with Bowers, are gonna be the face of the league for tight ends for sure. I don't know what to think about Kenyon Sadiq.
And Trey McBride.
Oh my gosh, forgot about Trey
Trey
McBride.
McBride always.
Jets had a chance to draft.
Oh, sorry.
McBride,
That's the second bright spot of the Cardinals besides the running back room is just Trey
Oh yeah,
McBride.
they got Michael Wilson too. All right. Giants spending spree.
Giants and June 1st, you got OBJ, bang. 2 hours later, no, sorry. You start with Braxton Berrios, bang. After that, OBJ. 2 hours later, Juju Smith-Schuster.
And this is after we heard news that that Malik Neighbors was his timetable is pushed back.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna put him on the pup list. I doubt he'll play. He'll play the first 4 weeks at least.
I think they'll have to. I mean, you saw that clip of him at the baseball game. He could barely light jog. Like
Dude,
he looks like he's in pain.
I
still.
love Malik Neighbors too.
I want it.
I love
me too.
dude is so talented, but my goodness, that is a huge loss if he's not healthy. Especially because
they have Braxton Berrios.
Oh, you're
and
right.
Odell Beckham Jr.
You're right.
Juju Smith-Schuster.
You're right. Braxton Berrios, Odell, and yo, if you told a fan in 2018 that the Giants would have Juju, Odell Beckham Jr., a top 10 receiver in the class, and Braxton Berrios, who was a solid returner at the time, they'd be ecstatic. But nope.
2026, and this is what we're looking at. I mean, I think
Who's there two? Is there two? Beckham when healthy? I mean, am I forgetting somebody?
they have.
Did they draft it? I don't think they drafted anybody.
They got those 3. They don't have Wandale either.
Yeah, no. Darius Slayton.
Him and their other number 1 target is Isaiah Likely, probably.
That was a good pickup.
I like that.
I don't know what to expect with Harbaugh either. What like Harbaugh?
I'm intrigued to
Harbaugh
see
was
how
a-
this.
Harbaugh was. I was a huge fan of Harbaugh. Oh, they signed Mooney. That's right. They signed Darnell Mooney
I don't think.
and Calvin Austin. Okay, so they made some moves.
It's just a lot of. It's a lot of threes.
It's a lot of just.
threes in this room.
It's a lot of just like I like Darnell Mooney. If he's your one by week 1, you guys should chalk up a loss against Dallas.
Oh, 100%.
But if I don't know. I like the Giants. I really like what they're doing with their team. I love Dart. I love Dart. I love
Yeah,
Scat.
and injuries happen. It's unfortunate that Malik's been a little bit injury riddled for the start of his career, but
I like the Maui Noah pick. It looks like they're gonna put him at guard.
yeah, I mean,
I like that, but I love the Arvell Reese pick. He's gonna turn that around. Their
Arvo
defense
Reese
has so
is-
much talent. They signed DJ Reader. They have Paulson Adebo, Thibodeau still. Like they have so much talent on their team. If Neighbor stays healthy, that's gonna be a scary offense to watch.
Right.
Like that's gonna be, and I don't like the Giants at all, but that's a scary team. I'm actually a little scared.
They have a lot of chemistry on that team. You got Abdul Carter and Jackson Dart's problems mixed with
I mean, yeah. Wait.
mix-
Can we talk about that at this point? Like,
mixed with Jameis Winston, mixed with OBJ and Juju.
watching
I mean,
watching that team.
The Giants are going to be a very. I mean, they were honestly a fun team full of personalities last year. I mean,
Yeah.
I love watching Jackson Dart and Jameis Winston.
I wish they were on Hard Knocks like right
Right.
now, just to see this all fold. Abdul Carter and Jackson Dart already having issues. They probably will resolve it. We'll forget about this all happening, but it's just hilarious.
I mean, yeah, you got a bridge between them. I mean, Jameis Winston's the man of peace.
I love Jameis, but I like the Darnell Mooney signing. I like the Calvin Austin sign. Those are both good signings. And if Neighbor stays healthy, that's a good receiving core.
It's Malik Neighbors and a bunch of threes.
Yeah, but that's all. I mean, like Neighbors is a solidified one. You know.
I
what
know,
I mean?
but like,
Wait, you don't like Darnell Mooney? Mooney was solid last year. I'm a Mooney fan. He had 1,000 yards a few years ago with the Bears.
Yeah, and then what happened when he went to the Falcons?
He was solid. He was solid.
All right. He was all right.
I like Darnell Mooney. Okay.
He's all right.
Giants fans love Darnell Mooney. Apparently, Giants fans here on the record. Giants fans.
Watch Darnell Mooney come in and be the one for the first 6 weeks without Malik Neighbors, and he has in the first 6 weeks he has 500 receiving yards.
Right, dude. He absolutely tears it up. I like Darnell Mooney.
That would be hilarious.
But and with Dart, you never know. Imagine if Dart got hurt. If Dart got hurt and Jameis was quarterback, Darnell Mooney might have 700 yards.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. I mean,
Jameis got Jerry Judy to a 1,000-yard season,
That is
1,300
true,
yard
but,
season.
dude, Jameis Winston throwing a OBJ and Juju Smith-Schuster
In 2026 is hilarious.
Sight to see.
I want to see. What do you think Odell could do? Like, what do you think the ceiling is for him? I think the ceiling's 650 yards. That's my ceiling.
Ceiling for him's 400.
Yeah.
I mean, he played on the Dolphins 2 years ago? What the hell did he even do on the Dolphins? What more?
Dude, absolute ceiling. You know, I mean, yeah, but yeah, that guy is
I mean, I'm very, very happy that he reunited with the Giants. I think
good for him. He's wearing 3.
This just makes me happy as just as a fan of football.
Yeah, exactly.
Miami. He played in 9 games. He had 9 catches for 55 yards.
He wasn't bad on the Ravens. What do you know on the Ravens?
35 catches, 560 yards, 3 touchdowns as their 2.
That's right. Oh gosh, Lamar, get my boy some help, please.
Yeah, no, that.
Um.
But yeah, hey, last time he was on the Giants, 77 catches, 1,050 yards, 6 touchdowns. You never know. OBJ can turn back the clock.
That was 8 years ago with Eli, buddy.
He can turn back the clock.
All right, I don't think so. But now you're a Chiefs fan. What do you think about Juju? I know you like Juju.
No, deep down, I love Juju. Juju helped us win a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He had 984 yards the 2022 season. He was a vital role in that offense. I mean, Travis Kelce was wide receiver 1 that year, without a doubt. He had 1,500 yards.
For sure.
But Juju stepped up when he needed to. I mean, I'll always have a soft spot for Juju because he was with us for a year, went to the Patriots, then came back. He was just that
Patriots tenure. I forget about that.
Patriots Juju, yeah. I mean,
Wow. Yeah, no. I think he's gonna be. I think Juju would be better than Odell, but
No,
I mean,
Juju-
dude, what are we doing? Joe Shane might have taken
He's
a time machine back or something.
he's looking at Madden 2018 right now, and he's like,
apparently Julio Jones is working out the Giants too. T.Y. Hilton.
Larry Fitzgerald to make return to New York Giants.
Oh man, they just signed Terrell Owens at age 58.
That'd be great.
All right,
I'm excited to watch the Giants, especially for this fact.
I know, dude, their roster's so funny. But all right, now we got to talk about it.
So we're going from a funny roster to probably
the scariest roster I've ever seen in my life.
This, oh God,
we have to talk about it.
How
we've been dodging it for the last however long we've done this. Myles Garrett to the Rams.
I mean, you don't.
Scariest.
You don't.
Scariest.
I could.
Roster ever.
I think scariest, but deep down, I'm truly excited to see how good the Rams are going to be.
The Rams.
Except week 7 when they play the Chiefs on Thursday Night Football, which I'll probably sit in the corner and cry.
Thank God we don't have to play this. Oh no, we don't have to play this year.
Yeah, that's nice. I feel bad for the Cardinals.
Yeah, no, their schedule. Their schedule is terrifying, and they have. I'm more scared of them I'm more scared for them because they have Nate Hackett as their offensive coordinator. But
Marvin Harrison Jr.'s stats at the end of the year is gonna be 30 catches for 350 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Or it's gonna be like 1,500 yards because it's gonna be all garbage time points or something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, Brissett broke the completions last year.
The most passes completed in the game. It was like 47.
It was a garbage time, yeah. But all I'm saying
Trey
is,
McBride at like 16. I remember I lost in fantasy that week because Trey McBride in garbage time in the fourth quarter, on like the last 2 drives, he had like 6 catches for like 90 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Dude, it's crazy.
Me,
so yeah, if anybody here watches, I know you're a basketball guy. Like this is if the OKC Thunder, right?
Yeah.
Who won it last year? This is if they got Nikola Jokic on their team. Pretty much.
I mean,
honestly, Myles Garrett is the best player in the league.
Honestly, a realistic thing like this could happen. They could just go trade Chet and a couple of picks for like Giannis.
I mean, yeah,
and that'll be tight, but I wouldn't be surprised if they pulled the trigger for that.
No, but yeah, Myles Garrett. This was the Rams, who are already the Super Bowl favorite, by the way.
I already had them in the bowl.
I have them in the bowl
not
as
gonna
well.
go further into that. But...
Myles Garrett, who is the best player in the league, in my opinion. I think.
No, he is. He's the only player who you could like definitively say he's the best at his position without zero argument. Nobody's gonna come out of the blue. Like, no disrespect to any of the great pass rushers in the league. Nobody's gonna say Micah Parsons is better than Myles Garrett. This guy just broke the sack record.
I love
last
Micah.
Year.
Miles is a freak of a human being. The only person I have watched in my lifetime who is compared to him has been J.J. Watt.
J.J. Watt. I was about to say that.
That's the only person who's... Yeah. I mean, Aaron Donald,
but he's yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of, if that man comes out of retirement...
honestly,
he's 35 years old.
He
still got it.
He can still do it. I guarantee you. And he doesn't have to worry about getting double teamed every single play. Aaron Donald's gonna eat whoever he's lined up against alive.
That's just not fair. Honestly, you might have to double team him and Myles Garrett just so you could have Brandon Fisk beat you or something.
And Byron Young.
And Byron Young is solid, bro.
And Kobe Turner. What are you supposed to do? And then mind you possibly get the ball out and you have Trent McDuffie guarding your one and Jalen Watson there.
If any team has like a bad, like if the Texans, who have an awful line, if the Texans played the Rams, they get smacked. They get smacked around on defense. They'd have to figure out something. But if you have a bad O-line against that team, and then you're like, oh, they have a great defense, best receiving core in the league, by the way.
Yeah, it is definitely.
Puka Nacua, Devontae. Yeah, Devontae Adams still got that.
No, he does.
Stafford, who just won MVP.
And he's MVP.
Kyron Williams, who Very
yeah.
solid running back.
Oh,
Kobe Parker threw 9 touchdowns last year. Like, not a lot of people knew that.
and their O line is pretty good. I
Oh,
mean,
wait,
the
but wait,
O-line
but
does a
wait.
job.
They got Trent McDuffie too.
Yeah.
they got some secondary help. There's not a hole in this. They have Cameron Kinchins, who's a great ball hawk and safety. I wanted the Jets to take him. They have
They have
no.
Nate Landman in the middle linebacker.
Yeah,
he's great at getting. He's great at
He's.
tackling.
I mean, there's just no holes in this roster, and there is one thing that can stop him, and it's the injury bug. That's the only thing that can stop
That
him.
and special teams.
Especially, it's gonna be that much of a difference. I don't think.
No.
But what? I mean, lucky for us, they play in the hardest division in football, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. Yes,
The Seahawks just won the Super Bowl, and the 49ers are still have one of the best coaches in the league.
I mean, you're gonna have Fred Warner come back and Nick Bosa come back next year. The 49ers,
Yeah.
the 49ers will be good, pretty good next year.
Yeah, no, they're great, but
But
I-
I still do not think come postseason time anybody will be able to compete with this roster.
this is just like the Dodgers in baseball. Dodgers have won back-to-back rings, and they just keep getting players. They got Kyle Tucker in the offseason, who's one of the best players in baseball. Like they get Shohei. Like this is like the Dodgers, and I just think if everybody stays healthy, there's no way that anybody's gonna be more talented than them. They also have one of the best coaches in the league.
Yeah, and Sean McVay,
Imagine if they used their first round pick on
like Makai Lemon, and
or Olava Vega. Like
wow,
Like,
I don't
dude,
even wanna,
dude,
thank God they did.
Olava
Honestly,
Vega is
thank,
gonna be like.
thank God they drafted Tyson.
I mean, they gave us a little bit of. I mean, I don't know. That's just. I don't even know. Speaking on that topic, how far do you have the Rams going? Do you want to get into these predictions?
yeah,
We're gonna go division by division, start with the AFC North, and we're gonna do our full season prediction. We're gonna do.
Oh,
we have
you
one
know
in the Super Bowl?
That's actually the first division I had on my thing too.
We're gonna have the Super Bowl. We're gonna have awards. Now, before we do this, I want to talk about my picks last year. Me and my cousin did picks last year. I don't know if you did picks last year or predictions. I remember, but
I did. Yes.
but in mine, I had the Cardinals going 11-6, and I had
That was
I had the that was really bad. But they had the easiest schedule in the league, right? You know, I thought they were gonna. And I love Tom Brady.
I had the Patriots going 8-9. I missed the
Me
playoffs
too.
last
Me
year.
too. I had the Patriots going 8-9 too. I had the Seahawks going 9-8, and I had the Chiefs and the Commanders playing in the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. I had a Chiefs and Rams Super Bowl last year.
Okay, so we're just gonna ignore that. We're gonna ignore all of this. Okay,
Yeah.
we're gonna move
Alright,
forward.
Here we could go.
I promise my prediction will be better this year.
All right.
AFC North.
All right. Who do you have as your 1-0 record?
I have the Ravens at 14-3.
I have the Ravens at 14-3 as well. They have a fantastically easy schedule.
Who they do, and it helps that they lost the division last year. Who do you have them dropping the games to?
Dropping the games. I believe I had. I don't have the exact list of it because I have it written down in my notes, but I believe I had them with the Ram. I believe they play the Rams this year. I had them dropping to the Rams. No, they don't play the Rams.
No, you're thinking the wrong team. All right, well, I have them dropping to the Cowboys, Chargers, and Steelers, and just losses that'll come because I haven't beaten other good teams.
I had them split. They'll always split with the Steelers. It's like
Their schedule is really easy. Colts, Saints, Cowboys, Titans, Falcons, Browns, Bengals, Bills, Jaguars, Chargers. That's a tough stretch. But then Panthers, Texans, bye. Buccaneers, Steelers, Browns, Bengals,
I had them
Steelers.
dropping to the Texans, and I think I had them splitting with the Bengals too. I think they just split with Bengals, Steelers, and dropped Texans, and that's it.
I love what the Ravens did this offseason. If they
Yeah.
got Max Crosby too, they got Trey Hendrickson, really good player. But why didn't they just get Max Crosby? Why don't you pull the trigger on that guy?
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to give up the picks. I mean, Trey Hendrickson isn't as good as Max Crosby.
No,
I'll state
in
that
no
here.
world.
But like,
Yeah.
I mean, what it was. They were gonna better give up 2 first-rounders for him.
Yeah, I understand that. But all right, yeah, I have the Ravens turning it around. They were disappointed last year, but Lamar got hurt, and I love Lamar. I think Lamar will turn it around this year. But
All right. Second, I have the Bengals going 10-7.
I'm going 9-8. I have the Bengals going 9-8. The Bengals, I think they're gonna improve a little bit or stay around the same. I don't know how much Dexter Lawrence will do for them.
You got Dexter Lawrence. You get I mean, you completely improved the D line. You got Boy Mafe, you got Cassius Howie, you also got in the draft. I mean, you got Brian Cook, fantastic safety. I love Brian Cook. Always will love Brian Cook. They made some defensive adjustments. I think that'll help. Offense pretty much stayed the same. The offense, I mean, as long as you have Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, you'll always be electric.
Injuries though. Every year Burrow gets hurt. Somebody's gonna get hurt again, and every time I think the Bengals have a great team, they just fall to the same record all the time.
Yeah.
They just miss out on the playoffs. I hope I'm wrong. I really love Burrow, but
I have him probably being around the 7th seed this year.
I haven't missed in the playoffs, in mine personally. But next off, we have the I haven't been to 8 actually, so just missing. We have the I have the Steelers going 7-10.
I have the Steelers at 9-8.
Of course, you want to say 9-8 because like the Steelers always go 9-8.
Hey, no, that is
Tomlin's
actually
gone now.
that is actually what it totaled out to be, though.
Really?
I think it's just the new Steeler brand.
Yeah.
With or without Tomlin, I think the team is just like they're good enough to not be like bad.
Screw Rodgers. Dude's such a loser. All right, stop with this act. You're 42 years old. No one likes you, Rodgers. They're gonna miss the playoffs in your last year, and you're gonna set off into the sunset alone again because your wife isn't real. Rodgers, you're an absolute jerk. You're terrible, Rodgers. But they're not good. They're not. What do they do to get better besides drafting Drew out?
Nothing. I like you hope.
Pittman was great. Pittman was
good.
great.
I mean, you lost Calvin Austin. You also brought in Rico Dowdle, which
I like Rico
the
Dowdle.
running back room some juice. But like,
okay, so they did more. But
well,
like,
actually, they signed Jamal Dean.
Jamal Dean, that's right, and Jaquan Brisker. So they made moves. My fault. However, who's your quarterback?
Aaron Rodgers.
42-year-old Aaron Rodgers barely scraped him into the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
Tyler Luke missed field goal away from missing the playoffs again.
Right.
He wasn't that good last year.
No, I mean, he wasn't exceptional. It was a pretty average year.
Yeah, but no, that guy, Rodgers is such a loser. He won't do anything this year. They're missing the playoffs. McCarthy, I like McCarthy, but McCarthy was also a product of good quarterback play in his career, I think. Dak's a great quarterback. But he still has to get some credit. But, all right, and then what do you have the Browns going?
5-12. Trash.
Me too. I do too.
Straight.
I mean, I love Shedeur, but
nope. Just we don't even need to talk about them.
They're really bad. But last year Rodgers 24 touchdowns, 7 interceptions.
It's not bad. No.
I mean, the year before with the Jets, he was like he actually might have played better, which nobody's gonna want to talk about. 28 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, 3,800 yards. No one wants to talk about that year, but just because he played bad or because the team played bad, we're not gonna get into that though right now. It's a different time and place. Yeah, the Browns go to 5-12 as well. Jared Verse, that's a bright spot. You still have Sean Watson on your team. That's not a bright spot. You have Shedeur Sanders on your team. We'll see how that goes. I love Shedeur.
We all love Shedeur. I mean, we do at least. Maybe not all of us, but.
All right. Want to go to what do you have next? AFC East.
Yeah. I have the Patriots at 13-4.
I have Patriots at 12-5.
Okay.
I think last year people talked about how their schedule is super easy. They won't get back. They just got one of the best receivers in football.
Yeah, I mean,
you
made some necessary adjustments that you needed. You fixed most of the holes on your team. I mean,
the schedule is tough, but they definitely will get there.
Definitely.
They just got better. They didn't get worse. They got better. All right. I got Bills at 11-6.
Bills 12-5.
Okay. They didn't get better. Fired a head coach, totally scapegoated, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, you got DJ Moore, you got Bradley Chubb. I mean, those are like the biggest signs you had. And the only noteworthy name you got from the draft was TJ Parker. I mean, you didn't really get that much better. It's the same stuff. This team refuses to invest in anything else besides Josh Allen. And it backfires on them every single time.
If Josh Allen wasn't on the team, they'd be worse than the New York Jets. They definitely have less talent than the Jets. Top to bottom, I'd go top to bottom with the Jets. The only thing they have better is quarterback, running back.
I mean, I honestly, yeah, I agree.
No, Josh Allen is this whole team. Dude's so good. That's the only reason I have him still in the playoffs. Is Josh Allen. Josh
Allen is the Bills.
I hate Josh Allen. He might be.
Yeah, we both do.
I despise Josh Allen, but dude he is so good. He is so good.
The man is great at football.
Yeah.
I'll never take that away from him.
He's their whole offense. All right.
And then we have a massive drop off here.
A huge drop off. I have the New York Jets finishing 2-15.
I have the Jets at 3-14.
I have the Jets beating the Titans week 1, and then giving me false hope.
Jets get off to a really hot start.
They start out 1-0. They give me false hope, and then they drop every game until week 12 against the Dolphins. Go into the bye week. I'm like, all right, maybe this team can get one or two more wins, and they lose out. That's what I think is gonna happen. They don't have an easy schedule. There's no easy schedule when your team is hot garbage.
Yeah.
The quarterback sucks. The head coach is on pace with Adam Gase. Okay, like you could argue that Gase is better than Glenn. They're both terrible. Jets suck. They will never be good. Let's just get Dante Moore and move on, please.
I hate this team.
I was born into this.
All right, and then last I have the Dolphins at 2-15.
I have Dolphins at 1-16.
Actually, this team is absolutely fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Bad in every single way possible.
I
They're the only good part. Two good parts of your team are Jordan Brooks and Devon A-Chain.
Yeah.
And I know those guys would pay top dollar to not be on that team anymore if they had
It's the same with
option.
the Jets and Breece Hall, bro, and Garrett Wilson. I feel bad for those guys. They have to ruin their. Yeah. No.
This team is.
I have the Dolphins getting their only win against the Jets because, of course, it'd be the Jets. 5 years ago when they were taking it for Tua, they were 0-9. Who did they beat with their first win? The Jets. It happens. It's gonna happen again. It happens every year. Jets. They when the Bengals that same year when they were taking for Burrow, they were 0-12. Andy Dalton lights up the Jets to get their first one. It's just poetic. It's poetic. The Jets just to lose their game. Dolphins get the first overall pick. They'll take Jeremiah Smith.
Yep, 100%. I got the West next.
You have the West. I have the Broncos going 13-4.
I have the Chiefs winning the division. I got them going 12-5.
I figured.
Unbiased.
Explain yourself.
All right. You look back at last year. Last year was tragic. I haven't seen the Chiefs play that bad of a brand of football since 2015, probably. 2014 was probably the last time I saw the Chiefs play bad. You got Patrick Mahomes coming off torn ACL, LCL. He's already out there moving for OTAs. He looks fresh as can be. I mean, you got Justin Fields now, even as backup. I know you hate Justin Fields. We won't even go there. Andy Reid already talked about special run packages with Justin Fields. That already helps the offense. You get Kenneth Walker, Super Bowl MVP Kenneth Walker.
Justin Fields and helping out the offense in the same sentence.
I mean, okay, when you use him as a running back.
Yeah, I mean, dude can't throw, but go ahead.
I don't need him to throw.
I know, bro. I know.
You get Kenneth Walker. You get Emmett Johnson in the 5th round. Love the Emmett Johnson pick. I mean, you got Amari DeMarcado, Brashard Smith also in the backfield. I mean, I love the backfield. I think it's a massive step up. Wide receivers. This is the only part I'm a little unsure about. Yeah, Rashee Rice, I mean, he's in jail as we speak, doing therapy for his leg, probably. Worthy and Thorin need to make massive steps forward. I think they will. I think Jalen Royals is finally going to play a vital part in this offense. Cyrus Allen, 5th round pick. I think he's out of Cincinnati. I think he's actually going to play a big role. He's a bigger bodied guy. He's 6'4", like 220. And same goes for Jeff Caldwell, the UDFA we picked up, who actually wanted us to draft in like the 6th round. Yeah. He's a freak athlete. 6'6", 240. That helps. And then you go out. The defense had its holes. You drop Mansour Delane, Peter Woods, R. Mason Thomas. Check every box you need on the defense. And, I mean, gotta hope that they make their impacts.
Okay, good. It's been recording this whole time. If that wasn't recording, I would have actually lost my mind. Continue.
And you gotta think, I mean, you solidify a defense like that. You have Spags. No Williams coming into his 2nd year. No Williams, when he played last year, fantastic.
Yeah. No, I like Royals. I'm a huge young Royals fan. I love Andy Reid as it is. I just think this Broncos team is more talented. They don't have Patrick Mahomes on their team, but they're more talented.
I think all around, I mean,
Top to bottom, that defense is so good,
The
and they got
Broncos-
Jalen Waddle. That Broncos team is so good. They have
but
a
I mean,
horrid
it's not
schedule.
really gonna matter when you got Mansour Delane lining up against Jalen Waddle every.
I guess, yeah, but
Oh, and don't
He's
forget
so
you got
close,
Eric Bieniemy back, so I mean,
yeah.
offense is gonna click just like that.
No, dude. I mean,
Just saying.
the Broncos.
As much as
I mean, yeah.
I would love for us to bring in a vet like Stephon Diggs, but I don't know.
Broncos. I just think that team is so good. I
Oh,
just think
yeah.
that team is so good.
I have the Broncos next. I have them at 11-6.
I have the Chiefs at 11-6.
I think I think we're gonna go band for band with them this year. They dominated us last year. I'm not afraid to say they absolutely just dominated us last season.
I have you guys dropping reasonable games. I have you splitting with the Broncos. I have you splitting with the Chargers. I have you losing to the Seahawks, losing to the Patriots, losing to the Niners, losing to the Rams.
Rams, yeah. Okay.
Like just those are
I
reasonable
think I
games
like-
that I could see you
I think
losing.
I had the same. I think I had all the same losses. I just had us sweeping the Chargers.
Yeah, I mean, I
Same
like the
Broncos.
Chiefs. I had them win the Super Bowl last year. They have such a talented team. I went into, but I think they're going to be good. I just don't think they're going to be Broncos good. I just think Broncos again have more talent, but
Respectable.
yeah.
Next, I have the Chargers taking a step back, going 8-9.
I'm going 9-8.
I-
I'm glad I wasn't the only one.
I don't think.
So camera died yesterday, but we're gonna pick up where we left off. We're gonna go a little bit briefer and less explanation. So, I had the Chargers finishing 9-8 in third place.
The Chargers finishing 8-9 at third place as well in the West.
I just think they didn't improve at all. I think that they really just stayed where they were, and
I think so too. It's just I don't know. It's
They-
just
they
a team
didn't do
that's
it- they didn't do what they
mid-ran
needed to
all
do,
over
yeah.
it. Didn't get Herbert more help. Your defense, you didn't much improve. You got Mesidor, but in
yeah,
the draft, but
you
that's-
lost Minter. Like there's pieces that you lost where
Yeah.
you could have improved. And then I have the Raiders going 3-14.
I have them 4-13, last in the division.
They still have a lot of holes on the roster. They still have a lot of places they need to fill, like roles of. They did improve with getting Linderbaum in the offseason and Mendoza, but I just think they need to improve, especially with the pass catching department if Bowers isn't going to stay healthy.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I mean, you're stuck in a division full of teams with a plethora more talent than you. I mean, yeah, you have Genti, you have Bowers, Mendoza first year. You made some good defensive additions trying to set yourself up in the future, but it's just right now, it's just not enough. They're an improving system still.
Yeah, I agree. They weren't meant to be great this year, though. On that note, let's go to the AFC South.
I have the Texans first place, 11-6.
I have the Jaguars at 12-5, and you're not a huge fan of Jacksonville, but I am.
No, not this year.
I feel like they just didn't lose anybody, and they were already really good last year. So I think they're just going to improve. They beat a lot of good teams last year,
They did.
and I think they're just going to keep getting better. And I think Lawrence is going to play just as good as he did last year, if not better.
To. I like the Texans. Their defense, top 3 defense in the league. Actually, only got better. You got Reed Blankenship. You got Keaton McDonald. I don't think there's any holes on that defense. I really think, though, for them, it comes down to the play of C.J. Stroud in this. I'm thinking C.J. Stroud returns closer to how he played in his rookie year than to how he played last year, and you can't really get any worse than that for me. So, what you're talking about, second, I have the Jaguars at 9-8. I think Trevor Lawrence will, I mean, for that team's sake, he'll play as good as he did. BTJ, he needs to step up. He needs to return to his rookie year form. I don't really like that they lost ETN. They lost Devin Lloyd in the middle of their defense. I don't know. They're just another team that I think they made maybe one move in all of free agency. They didn't have first round pick. They didn't really get that much better.
Yeah, I could agree with what you were saying. I really did not like their draft. I think they could have picked up Keaton Allen. Here I have the Texans at 10-7. I like the Texans a lot. They have such a good, talented roster. The injury bug kills them every year, and I don't know if Stroud's gonna be. If it came down for first place in the division, who I like more, Trevor Lawrence than Stroud, and I took Trevor Lawrence in that case.
Yeah.
But Colts, I have 7-10, third place.
I have Titans in third place, 5-12.
So I think the Colts are gonna do pretty much what they did last year, and that is finish off the year 7-10, just mid. They weren't a great team. They started out surprising a lot of people
Really
last year,
hot, yeah.
but they also had if you look at their schedule, they didn't play a bunch of like big name teams.
Yeah, it's true.
Like
yeah.
like they beat a bunch of like scrubs, and they weren't that impressive.
No, not at all. I mean, I actually haven't finished. I think the Colts are gonna be kind of shit next year. I'm not gonna lie, but the Titans, I have them getting just one more win than them. I think the Titans, you surrounded Cam Ward with more weapons.
What's up, Ryder? We're finishing our first episode.
You're trying to help that offense, trying to help Cam Ward, help him improve. I mean, the evolution of Cam Ward is what that franchise is depending on.
Mm-hmm.
The defense is a lot of work to do for sure, but as time goes on, I think they'll get better. I like them better than the Colts, to be honest. The Colts have come in the last 4-13. Not a huge fan of this team. I don't think Daniel Jones returns to play as good as he did, and even in the start of last year.
Yeah, I think that the Titans are gonna be 5-12, same record as you, but they're gonna finish last. They're not built for next year. They have Salah, who's gonna take a year to develop and get used to the system. The defense will improve. I just don't know how much the offense will improve. Cam Ward's there. They have talent, but I don't know if they'll be able to put it together. I don't know if Ridley's a question mark, Pollard's a question mark. We don't know what Cornell Tate's gonna be yet. So.
And Wando.
Yeah. All right.
NFC North, I have Lions coming in first place, 12-5.
I have the Lions coming in first as well, 12-5.
Yeah, I think the Lions return to form after having a fluke year last year. I think they have all the necessary pieces. I just think nothing really went their way last year.
No, they got unlucky last year, and I think they're just gonna get better. They have Gibbs still. They have St. Brown, and they have a last place schedule, which will help them a lot.
That will help.
In second place, I have the Packers at 10-7.
I have the Bears in second place, 11-6. I think the Bears pick up where they left off after last year. I like they didn't do too much in free agency, but I really do love the Dylan Thieneman pickup in the first round of the draft. I think I didn't even expect them to fall that far, so I like that. They made some improvements to their defense. Burden, Rome, Loveland. I think they're all going to develop even further come next year.
Yeah, Jordan Love is why I went this pick here. I'm a huge fan of Jordan Love. I like Micah Parsons. If Micah Parsons stays healthy, then they'll be a problem for years to come. But I think that's going to be it. I think they're gonna do a bit better than the Bears. Speaking of, I think the Bears are going to be 8-9 and miss the playoffs.
I have the Vikings actually coming in third place in the division, going 11-6 too, and still missing the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, explain yourself. That's a little shocking.
I like the Vikings. Last year, I mean, the rest of the roster besides quarterback, you went 9-8 with that roster still. You kept Brian Flores. Your defense, the defense is great. And as long as you have Brian Flores commanding that defense, I think they're top 8 defense at least in that league. You have Jawan Jennings, Justin Jefferson, and Jordan Addison as your receiving core. That is a 3-headed monster receiving core. I'm not a huge fan of the running back room. Aaron Jones is aging. I don't think he's going to be able to produce as well as you would hope. But bringing Kyler Murray, he may not be a franchise guy, but he is a significant step up from J.J. McCarthy and Max Brosmer. And that roster overall, I think, only got better.
I think they're going to go 8-9 as well. I have both these teams finishing 8-9, Bears and Vikings. Both missing the playoffs. A lot of people might be surprised with my Bears pick. I just think the Bears have the hardest schedule in the league, strength of schedule numbers-wise. If you look at their schedule, it's not easy. They play a first-place schedule. I think the Lions have more talent than them top to bottom. I just think that they do.
Yeah.
The coaching, I think, is even, too. I love Campbell. Ben Johnson's a fantastic coach. Maybe he'll prove me wrong. But let's not forget they barely scraped by the Packers twice last year. Both wins they barely scraped by.
Still won.
I know. But I don't know how sustainable that is. And then the Vikings, I think their schedule just got harder. Kyler Murray's good. I don't know how much. I mean, I don't know how much better he is than JJ. I mean, that defense will get them some wins they're not supposed to, but their schedule isn't easy by any means, and they'll be drafting a quarterback in the first round, I believe.
And then I have the Packers actually going 8-9. I have the Packers finishing last in the division. I like Jordan Love. Never hated Jordan Love. I think he's a good quarterback. I think he'll be a Packer for a while. I'm not saying Jordan Love's mid, but he's not. Jordan Love's not that crazy, fantastic quarterback. I think that everybody sees him to be. I mean, you have Josh Jacobs. Talked about earlier. I think they're going to keep him. I think he'll stay a Packer. I think they're just going to try and move past the legal issues. Got a room full of twos. You didn't really. I mean, I think you're hoping and depending on the progression of Matthew Golden. I really liked Matthew Golden last year. I thought he was going to be better than he was last year, but he wasn't utilized as much. Tucker Kraft comes back next year. I know you love Tucker Kraft.
I do love Tucker Kraft.
Got a pretty good O-line. Micah Parsons is going to be out for the first 2 months of the season. That's really going to hurt your defense.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. In such a tough division and just tough NFC conference, I just don't think they can hang.
I see it. I disagree, but what do you have for the East?
I have the Eagles going in first place, but I have them going 10-7.
I have them going I think 13-4.
13-4.
Yeah.
I think
13-4.
I think coming into this year, I think the Eagles were 12-5 last year, 11-6.
Mm-hmm.
I think their roster, again, I think it's gotten slightly worse than they did last year. You lost A.J. Brown, obviously, and you got Mekhi Lemon, you got Devonta Smith still in that role, but, I mean, it's A.J. Brown. You don't just lose a guy like that. Saquon, is he going to play like he did last year? Is he going to play like he did in 2024? Is he going to play even worse than he did last year? Going into next season,
1,000 yards last year.
He did, but it wasn't Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, he still had 1,000 yards. I don't know. I think the Eagles are going to be good. They're good every year. Everyone tries to write them off, think they're not really write them off, but thinks they're going to decrease a little bit. And every year they still come out and play pretty well.
They either go to the Super Bowl
or they lose
in the first round.
I have them losing first round again, but I have them still making it pretty far.
All right, second in the division, I have the Cowboys going 8-9.
I have the Commanders going 8-9, and I had one of these teams going 8-9, one of them going 7-10 between the Commanders and Cowboys, and that just came down to the quarterback play. I like Jaden Daniels more.
I have them both going 8-9. I think that they're pretty even teams, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Honestly, I think, like what you said, I think they're pretty similar teams, honestly, and how they're built. Their defenses aren't perfect in any way.
Mm-hmm. The Commanders have a lot of holes, but they still have Jaden Daniels, and they still have a good coach in Dan Quinn. That'll get them. They still have Cliff Kingsbury, who will get them some wins when they need it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Daniels' best quarterback in that division.
Yeah.
So.
I have the Cowboys going 7-10, along with the Giants going 7-10. I think these teams are gonna both be very similar to each other, where they're gonna have games where they look great, and they're gonna have games that you're right. This team's pretty young. Yeah.
They're not a playoff team.
No, but I think both these teams are gonna be solid. I have them splitting throughout the season in their games. I have the Giants pulling away a few games. I have them winning an upset game against Jacksonville, but I also have Cowboys upsetting the Ravens. So, but
all right, and then NFC West.
I have the Seahawks going 15-2.
Seahawks going 15-2. I have the Rams in first place though, going 15-2.
Yeah, Seahawks just won the Super Bowl. It was a great game against the Patriots. They blew them out. But it was a fun game to watch for me as a Jets fan. But they see my boy Sam win. It was good. But I think they're just gonna keep. They didn't lose much. They lost Kenneth Walker, but
Boy Muffet.
Yeah, I know they lost Boy Muffet too. Trequan wasn't as big of a piece as you thought he was.
No, he wasn't. I mean,
but I think the
Seahawks I think everybody loves the Rams coming to this year. I think they're going to be absolutely dominant.
I think the Rams beating the Seahawks one of those games.
The only two games I see the Rams losing are splitting with the Seahawks 49ers because, I don't know, that's just how it works in the division.
Yeah.
But the Rams, I mean, they're just so... I really think they're going to show that they're, one of the most dominant, regular season teams. I think just one of the most dominant teams of all time, I think.
Yeah. No,
And
I agree.
This is still before Aaron Donald maybe comes out of retirement too.
Yeah,
I guess
no.
we'll see.
If Aaron Donald comes out of retirement, it's scary for the league. But for my sake of my prediction, I don't have him on the team. I have the 49ers in second place going 13-4.
I have the Seahawks in second place going 13-4.
I just think that 49ers team still a Shanahan. They still were good last year. They won a playoff game last year with a lot of injuries. If they could just stay healthy, I feel like there's not a lot of people that could stop them.
Yeah, Seahawks, they're still the reigning champs. Like you said, they didn't really get much worse. They're still playing in a division with two really tough teams. I mean, I'm just excited to watch all these games next year that go on through that.
Seahawks Rams. The Seahawks Rams always going to be on TV.
Yeah.
I have the Rams going 12-5 and finishing third in the division. Still making the playoffs.
I have the 49ers going 11-6, placing third in the division. I mean, you get Nick Bosa back, you get Fred Warner back. I mean, that roster still top to bottom is a really, really talented roster. Like you said, you have Kyle Shanahan at coach. You can never count the Niners out. They'll be a playoff team next year for sure.
Yeah, I have the Rams going 12-5, and they're gonna. I think their team was just as good as they were last year. They got Myles Garrett too. To add on to that, and Trent McDuffie. Their schedule got a little harder from last year. I have a feeling they're going to drop a few games they shouldn't, and then they're going to go into the playoffs and dominate, as we'll see later. But in last place, I have the Cardinals at 2-15.
I have the Cardinals as a dumpster fire franchise going 2-15 as well.
Their schedule is extremely tough.
Crazy drop.
And they have Nate Hackett as their offensive coordinator.
You don't really have a lot of bright spots on that team.
No, not at all. They have good offense.
You got Jacoby Brissett.
Oh, he's actually
arguing.
He reported to training camp today or mini camp.
Really?
Yeah, he did. But yeah, I don't know. That team is so far from a championship.
You got Jeremiah Love, Trey McBride.
They'll probably have the number 2 pick. They'll probably have Arch Manning next year.
Yeah, probably. I think so.
All right. And then finally, the best division in the NFC South. I have the Saints winning the division at 9-8.
The Saints going to the playoffs as a 7-10 team winning the division.
Yeah.
Because this entire division sucks.
Their schedule is also really tough for this division, and they didn't get much better. The Saints honestly were the most promising team at the end of the year last year to improve. That's why I went with them to win the division. I hate giving teams a losing record to win the division. Losing record won the division last year, but
it's just the theme of the NFC South now. It's such a, I don't know. The Saints, they got like a little bit better, but yeah, they play tougher. Yeah, they play a tougher schedule this year.
They still have Olave. They have ETN.
Jordan Tyson.
Yeah, Jordan Tyson. They lost to Mario Davis, but I still think that defense. They lost Cameron Jordan too. I still think that defense is gonna be solid, but.
They'll have enough to come out in first place out of this.
I think that this team is the most promising out of the 4 teams. I think second place, I have the Buccaneers going 6-11.
I have the Panthers and the Bucks after them going both 6-11.
Yeah, Panthers didn't do much last year. People are gonna think they did because they went to the playoffs and they played a competitive first game with the Rams, but their really only notable win was against the Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, against the Rams.
The Rams in the regular season.
Yeah, against the Rams in the regular season, but. They didn't do much to improve. I have them at 5-12, but the Panthers didn't do much to improve. They paid a boatload for Jalen Phillips. They got Devin Lloyd, which I liked.
I like the Devin Lloyd.
I didn't love their draft.
Their draft was alright. I like Monroe Freeling. Lee Hunter, I'm not so sure on. Yeah. I didn't really like him, to be honest.
Yeah. But I think they could have got a pass catcher there though.
I agree. Mekhi Lemon was still there.
He was still there.
Got Mekhi Lemon.
I had the Buccaneers going 6-11 just because their defense didn't improve, and that was
their defense.
They fell apart.
And
they
you still even lost Jamel Dean.
They lost Levante David too.
Yeah.
They lost 2 big pieces in their defense that was already not good last year, and that was the reason why they collapsed last year, is because of that play. Baker didn't really drop off too much last season, but it was more of the defense that wasn't there, and they lost Mike Evans too.
When you lose Mike Evans, I mean. The Bucks, they'll definitely be a top 10 pick next year. Have a top 10 pick.
I think so too. And the Falcons 5-12.
The Falcons going 5-12.
When your most notable signing is Tua. That's all I gotta say.
That quarterback situation, Penix and Tua on there.
I don't know who they're gonna play. Is their coach still? Their coach isn't Raheem. Oh no, it's Stefanski now. It's
Yes,
Stefanski. That's
Stefanski.
right. I like that hire at least. But I don't know. I don't know what to expect.
There's
that
just
team
not
is.
enough.
With Tua as your quarterback.
Do we even know what's happening still with the James Pierce Jr. in
I
that
have
legal
no idea.
situation?
No, I'll probably get suspended.
Right.
But
I like Jalen Walker on the other side. I like that edge rushing duo. I mean, when they're both unhealthy, I think they're good.
yeah,
It's not really another bright. I mean, AJ Terrell. Oh, you got Avion Terrell. You got the
that
Terrell
was a good
brothers.
pick. That was a good pick. I wanted him to fall to the Jets, but
And then again, you had Bijan, Drake London, but like it's with Drake London. Do you have somebody who can feed him the ball like that?
Tua.
I mean,
No.
Yeah.
No. All right, but that's what I have.
so for the AFC, I have, for the 1 through 7 seedings, I have the Ravens, Patriots, Chiefs, Texans, Bills, Broncos, then Bengals.
I have in the order 1 to 7: Ravens, Broncos, Patriots, Jaguars, and then I have Chiefs, Bills, Texans.
Okay, and for the NFC, I have Rams, Lions, Eagles, Saints, Seahawks, Niners, Bears.
And then I have 1 to 7. I have Seahawks, Eagles, Lions, Saints, and then I have 49ers, Rams, and Packers.
Okay.
And we're not going to go too much in depth in the bracket piece of it, but the team I have coming out of the AFC, I have the Patriots.
I have the
coming out of
Patriots
AFC.
as well. Yeah.
And the team
I think the best team in the AFC. As much as I hate to admit it,
they got AJ Brown. They got so much better. I hate to, as much as I hate to say it, they're one of my favorite teams, but they have Drake May still, who's awesome, and AJ Brown. But in second place I have or not second place, out of the NFC I have the Rams.
I have the Rams as well. I don't think anybody's going to be able to stop the Rams.
Yeah.
Especially come playoff time.
Yeah, but who do you have winning the Super Bowl?
I think it's going to be a much closer Super Bowl than last year. I still do. I have the NFC West taking home another Lombardi next year. I do have the Rams winning.
Mm-hmm. Now
I like the experience of that team as a whole.
Yeah. Now I think this team's gonna be dominant this year. The Rams are gonna be so good this year. They're gonna be a consistently great team. They're gonna blow through the playoffs, but this team just reminds me of that 2015 Panthers team and how they went 15-1 with the most talented roster. And then what happened in the Super Bowl? They lost. I have the Patriots winning. However, if Aaron Donald comes out of retirement, just give them the Lombardi right now.
Yeah.
Patriots just got better. They have Drake May, who I'm a huge fan of. I hate that I have to play him twice a year. It's really unfortunate for us. He tears us apart, but I think the Patriots are gonna win the Super Bowl. I hate to say it, but
Hey, you want to run through these awards quickly
yeah, I'll
too?
do the awards. Offensive Player of the Year, I have Jamar Chase.
Offensive player of the year, I have Puka Nacua next year.
Yeah, I think Jamar's due.
I think Puka's due as
Yeah,
well.
he was. They've been very consistent. I think they're just gonna keep improving. Defensive Player of the Year, we both have Will Anderson.
Will
right?
Anderson Jr.
Yeah,
It's definitely. I had him winning it last year.
Honorable mention Nick Bonito because he gets a lot of sacks, but I think Will Anderson will overall come out with it.
Mm-hmm.
Offensive Rookie of the Year, my favorite player in the draft, Mekhi Lemon.
I have Carnell Tate. I think Cam Ward's just gonna make top priority to feed Carnell Tate the ball, like no matter what. I think he's just gonna have big numbers based off that. Well, not big numbers, but for rookie, he's gonna have some decent numbers.
I think Mekhi Lemon's just gonna explode, absolutely, like what Ibuka did last year, but just consistently keep it. Defensive Rookie of the Year, I have Caleb Downs.
This was biased. I have Mansour Delane.
Yeah, I could see that for you. Caleb Downs for me is just the best player in the draft overall. He could play anywhere on the field, and he went to a great situation. That's why I have him winning it.
I think Mansour just fits Spags' defensive scheme perfectly. I think he's gonna plug him in. I think he's gonna play perfectly, just how L'Jarius Sneed did in 2023. I think he'll be able to lock down some ones. Honestly, I got high expectations for him. The team doesn't trade up 3 spots to go get a cornerback at 6 for no reason.
Yeah.
Comeback player of the year.
Yeah, we both have Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes. Yeah.
I think as long as they make the playoffs, this award's his.
Yeah.
They love Mahomes. NFL will want to give him another award.
Why not?
Yeah.
Coach of the year, I have Ben Johnson. I think just like I said, I have the Bears picking up right where they left off last year. I think the offensive improvements, I think like Luther Burden's development, Rome, just that entire young core's development. I think it'll like, I think the numbers will show. I think there'll be a great offense next year. I think that'll be because of Ben Johnson's help and how he can help develop those players.
Yeah, I have Kyle Shanahan winning it with this roster. There's so much there's a lot of injuries that always happen, and he still rings with the playoffs every year. I think if this roster stays healthy, he shows that he's a great coach again. He's due for one. He hasn't won one yet. I think he's got to win one.
Assistant coach of the year, I have Eric Bieniemy. He's back on the Chiefs. Finally, I mean, the offense with Matt Nagy was atrocious. Like, I think he's going to come and they're going to show it was never really a personnel or a player problem with offense. It was a coaching problem the whole time. I think he's going to bring accountability back. Just a fresh new mind in the system. I think can be somewhat explosive again.
Yeah, I have Vance Joseph from the Denver Broncos winning it. I think they're going to have the best defense in the league, and he's a great coach. He coaches that defense up, and they didn't lose much talent. They have Jahdae Barrett who's going to improve too, and I think they're going to. That's the reason why they're going to win the division.
All right, for your MVP,
I have it down. I have it down to 3 names now. I slept on it last night, and I thought about it. I have it down to 3 names. I've thought deep and hard about these 3, and it's come down to these 3: Patrick Mahomes, Drake May, and Matthew Stafford. So it's not going to repeat what it did last year. Drake May is going to be in 3rd this year. However, for me, because I think he's going to be great, but with A.J. Brown, I don't think he'll get the credit that he deserves because he might have a better season last year with Diggs than he does this year, but still the team might do better. I think his team's better now, so they're going to give him less credit. May's a fantastic player, nothing against him, but he's in there. And then 2nd place, I'm going to have Mahomes. I'm going to have Mahomes there because I just think if they make the playoffs, that team isn't talented enough where it's going to be anybody but Mahomes. Like, Mahomes is the reason why they would be great. Kenneth Walker was a great addition, but their defense still isn't great. They missed the playoffs last year before Mahomes even got hurt. Now, if Mahomes plays the whole year, he has a real chance of an MVP. But this is just a year where the offense didn't do anything to get worse. And I compare this all the time. Tom Brady, when he was with the Buccaneers, he won the Super Bowl, and he had over 4,000 yards season. Next year, he had over 5,000 yards after winning the Super Bowl. And the Rams, Matthew Stafford, won an MVP last year. He's going to keep continuing. It's like what Rodgers did in 2020 and 2021. He's going to keep playing good, and he's going to play so good this year that we're not going to have a choice but to give it to him. That's why I think he's my MVP. He still has a roster around him, still has everything to do.
I think this guy finally gets his first MVP this year. He's very overdue. I think I have Joe Burrow finally winning the MVP this year. I think I have the Bengals making the playoffs. The Bengals offense is always fantastic. I think Joe Burrow, honestly, I think he could have, dare I say, the best season of his career next year. I think you have Jamar Chase, you have T. Higgins. 2 years ago, the Bengals went, 8-9 or 9-8, and they missed the playoffs. Joe Burrow had 4,900 yards and 40 touchdowns, and he didn't win the MVP just because they didn't make the playoffs. I think he'll have a similar season to that. I think the Bengals did just enough for the team overall to make the playoffs, and I think Joe Burrow finally gets what he's looking for. I mean, he's been so injury riddled.
Yeah.
If he plays a full healthy season next year, he'll win it.
I can totally see. I've missed the playoffs, so there's that. He's out of there for me. But all right, that was the end of the first episode. We'll see you guys next time.
Got a special guest next episode.